Welcome to Storied Audio. There were nights when Jennifer wondered if heartbreak ever truly healed, or if it simply learned to live quietly inside you. She sat curled on her couch, a blanket around her shoulders, staring at the soft glow of the lamp. The apartment was silent, too silent. She had grown used to the quiet over the years, but some nights it still felt like a reminder of everything she had lost. Especially him. Logan. The man who once made her feel like she was the center of his world. The man who held her like she was something precious. The man who promised her forever. Right before he walked away. She still remembered the night he ended things. No warning. No slow unraveling. Just a sudden, devastating confession that he wasn't ready, that he needed space, that he didn't want to hurt her by staying when his heart wasn't in the right place. But he did hurt her. More than he ever knew. She spent months trying to understand what she did wrong. Years trying to forget him. And even now, long after she had rebuilt her life, the memory of him still lived in the quiet corners of her mind. She thought he had moved on. She assumed he was married by now, maybe with kids, living the life he once said he wasn't ready for. She never expected to hear from him again. So when her phone buzzed that night with a message from an unknown number, she almost ignored it. But something made her check. Jennifer, it's Logan. I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from. But I'm sorry. I've been sorry for years. If you're willing, I'd like to talk. Her breath caught. Her heart stuttered painfully. Logan. After all this time. Her hands trembled as she read the message again. And again. And again. She didn't know what to say. She didn't know if she should say anything. But her fingers moved before her mind could stop them. Why no? The reply came quickly. Because I've spent years pretending what I did didn't matter. But it did. It mattered to you. And it changed me. I owe you the truth. And an apology. She stared at the screen, tears blurring her vision. "Hey," she typed. "We can talk." They spoke that evening. The moment she heard his voice, deeper now, steadier but still undeniably his, her chest tightened. "Hi, Jennifer," he said softly. She swallowed hard. "Hi." There was a long pause. He didn't rush. He didn't fill the silence. He let it sit between them, heavy and real. "I'm sorry," he finally said. "For everything. For how I left. For how I made you feel. I was a coward." Her throat tightened. "You broke me, Logan." "I know," he whispered. "And I've hated myself for it." She closed her eyes, tears slipping down her cheeks. "I thought you didn't love me," she said. "I thought I wasn't enough." "You were more than enough," he said immediately. "That was the problem. I wasn't ready for someone like you. I wasn't ready for real love. I panicked. I ran. And I've regretted it every day since." She pressed a hand to her mouth, trying to steady her breathing. "I haven't been in a serious relationship since," he continued. "Every time someone gets close, I pull away. I keep remembering what I did to you. How easily I walked away from the best thing I ever had. I don't trust myself. I don't trust that I won't ruin someone again." Jennifer felt her heart crack open all over again, but this time not from pain. From understanding. "Logan," she whispered. "I want to see you," he said. "Not to fix anything. Not to ask for anything. Just to talk. To look you in the eyes and say I'm sorry." She hesitated. She had spent years trying to forget him. Years trying to heal. But she also spent years wishing he would say exactly what he just said. "Okay," she whispered. "We can meet." They met at a small cafe 2 days later. Jennifer arrived early, her heart pounding. She kept telling herself she was fine, that she was strong, that she didn't need anything from him. But when the door opened and Logan walked in, tall, handsome, familiar in a way that made her chest ache, her breath caught. He looked at her like he had been searching for her for years. She almost started crying right then. "Jennifer," he said softly, stepping closer. "Logan," her voice broke. "You look different. Older. But good." He smiled faintly. "You look beautiful." She looked away, blinking fast. They sat. They talked. And for the first time he told her everything. How he had been scared of how deeply he loved her. How he convinced himself she deserved better. How he spent years trying to forget her and failing. How every relationship since had fallen apart because he kept comparing them to her. How he never stopped wondering what their life could have been. Jennifer listened, tears slipping silently down her cheeks. "I ruined something good," he said quietly. I ruined us. She shook her head. You hurt me. But you didn't ruin me. I healed. Fully. But I did. He exhaled shakily. I don't expect forgiveness. I don't expect another chance. I just want to be in your life again. Even if it's only as a friend. She looked at him for a long moment. He still looked at her like she was everything. And despite everything, her heart still recognized him. We can be friends, she said softly. And we'll see where things go. His shoulders relaxed, relief washing over his face. Thank you, he whispered. For giving me anything at all. She reached across the table, her hand trembling as she placed it over his. It wasn't love. Not yet. It wasn't trust. That would take time. But it was something. A beginning. And for the first time in years they both felt hope. In the weeks that followed, their friendship grew into something warm and familiar. Something that felt like coming home. Logan showed up for her in small ways. Coffee on her doorstep, late-night talks, quiet apologies woven into everyday moments. Jennifer found herself laughing again, trusting again, letting him in piece by piece. And Logan, for the first time in years, stopped running from what he felt. One evening, as they walked beneath the fading sunset, he took her hand, hesitant, hopeful. Jen, he whispered, I'm falling for you again. She squeezed his hand, tears shining. So am I. Logan smiled, and this time he promised himself that he would spend the rest of his life showing her how much he loves her. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.